August 14th. The sun now sets at around 10 p.m. along the west coast of Baffin Bay, and the evenings are rapidly becoming darker and darker. We have caught no more whales. A few fish were seen in the lanes of water, but we failed to catch any. A wind is blowing very strongly from the southwest, driving masses of heavy ice down upon us.
When I was just a little boy, or so me mammy told me, away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. That if I didn't kiss the girls, me lips would grow moldy. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, haul away, we'll hope for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. The cook is in his galley, a-making duff so dandy. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. The captain's in his cabin, a-drinking wine and brandy. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, haul away, we'll hope for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Hey, can't you see the black clouds arising? Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Hey, can't you see the storm clouds a-gathering? Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
September 30th. It has been a month of the greatest dangers, anxieties, preservations, and mercies. We have made every effort to find or force passage out of the country, but have failed in our attempts. Unable to do anything further, we have thrust the ship into the pack and are frozen up now in the ice, drifting to and fro, entirely dependent upon the mercy and protection of the Almighty. The days grow shorter, the nights dark and long and intensely cold, whilst our fuel is rapidly consuming. We are in for it, and must drive down the country in the ice.
I've never known a season like this. So much ice, such gales, and heavy seas in the straits. The season's a disaster.
We have 2 fish, that's better than a clean ship.
That's not good enough. We should have had 10 times that amount by now. What's all this to-ing and fro-ing, dodging the ice? We haven't had any time to look for whales.
I wonder how the rest of the fleet are getting on.
Oh, they'll be off like the Intrepid, I expect. Halfway home by now. Lucky beggars. What was it?
It was a Mally. It's this old gun. The sights are all wrong.
Oh, yes. Couldn't have anything to do with the fella that's behind the sights now, could it?
I'm usually not a bad marksman. It must be the cold.
Well, anything that you can bag out there will be a very welcome to add to our provisions, Charles. But soon there won't be any beasts or fowls out there for the bagging. They'll all have gone south for the winter.
Well, I had hoped to catch another fish. Not for the oil, for the eating. The captain tells me whale flesh makes very tolerable eating.
Aye. Whales, seals, unicorns, seahorses, mallees, burgies. They all taste good when you've got naught else. But there won't be any here in 2 weeks. They'll all be gone for the winter. Oh, by hell, it's cold today. The sun's crossed the equator. The days will start to shorten faster and faster until we're completely in the dark.
Well, that's a pleasant prospect.
I had hoped that we'd be able to get away when the ice slacked off a bit, but wasn't to be.
I can't stop thinking. about the consequences. That's why I come up here acting as chief fowler, trying to pop an elusive Mally or Bergie with this old gun of the carpenters. It takes my mind off things, makes me feel useful for a change.
Oh, well, you'll be useful soon enough when the first man goes down with scurvy or frostbite.
God forbid. You know, I've never actually treated anybody with scurvy or frostbite. I only know of it from the manual.
Well, unfortunately, I've dealt with the real thing.
And the symptoms of scurvy are none too pleasant, I believe.
Oh,
Bleeding gums, falling teeth, mouth sores.
Yeah, my mate, he had great purple patches on his legs. He could hardly walk about. His muscles were so stiff. But the worst is frostbite. You know, I remember one lad. The fingers of each hand were dead. You know, you could stick a needle deep into the flesh. You wouldn't feel a thing. Silly bugger used to stick his hands into the lamp flame to warm them because there was no fire. Had to have all his fingers off. Never worked again. His family ended up in the workhouse.
Why do men do it? What's in us that makes us come to places like this to face terrible hardship, even death?
Well, certainly not for the money. Pay's never that good, and this time round it'll be a paltry sum. You know, I imagine sitting in a plush armchair, looking at four walls. Well, that's facing death.
Yes.
You know when I feel truly alive? It's when I'm on the boat, standing there with a lance in my hand and the salt on my tongue, and the wind whipping up the waves with the spray coming up over me, and the great beast about to dive deep down into the depths of the sea with a huge tail coming up over me. You know, that's when I feel one with the world.
It is a bloody business, though. I never realized how much blood there would be. The sea runs red with it. How many whales would you say that you've killed, George?
Dozens. You get used to it.
I don't think I could ever get used to it.
Don't forget, it's us, or the great beast, the Leviathan. Why, it's nature, red in tooth and claw. Hey, look over there. On that piece of ice that's rising up against the sky. A couple of mallees, see them?
Yes.
I think you got one.
Yes!
Well shot.
I'll go fetch it in.
Charles, I noticed you this morning nailing them skins against your bunk walls.
Well, I'm trying to keep the cold out, but there's still an inch of ice on the boards.
They won't make things noticeably warmer. Why don't you bunk up with me? 2 men in a cabin makes a bit more heat. And I've got a little stove that throws out a bit of warmth when the captain gives us a fuel allowance.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
And it'll give me someone to talk to as well.
The frost becomes more intense. The cold searches you through and through. It seems, as Dickens tells us in his Christmas Carol, to freeze the very marrow in your bones. We dread going to our berths at night. There we shiver under a load of blankets, top coats, any kind of clothing, with feet as cold as ice and the bolt heads frozen with rime. And we all dream of home.
Away, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, haul away, we'll hope for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.